Hello Aquarius, this is your April 15th to 30th, 2017 read. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot. There's the side of it if you want to. For the support cards, the Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay. The fan effect? No. Stop. Okay. Now, okay. I don't know if I want to pull this last one, but we'll find out. It'll come out if it needs to. Alright, I feel like this changes as it goes. Sometimes I have an overall energy for a read, but I don't feel like that's the case for you right now. It kind of evolves with the situation. So I feel like this is interesting. I feel like the situation, now it could be a relationship, it could be business. I'm thinking more relationship. It starts off with the Four of Pentacles, but I feel like this is just you and this person just shutting out the rest of the world. I also feel like it's kind of not really saying how you feel. Well, no, I don't know if that's right for you. I just feel like it's you and the other person. Just even if this is a business thing, it's like you're not letting other people know, or you're not including other people. You're just you and whoever else. If it's a group of, it might be a group situation, but it's like it's very like it's a tight knit thing. It's like nobody else except for us, and you're having a good time. You got playfulness and express your love on your side. And you have make the effort and honeymoon on the other side. This makes me wonder more about this card. When I see make the effort and honeymoon on the other side, I'm really kind of wondering what's going on with this. I feel like you're trying to make a relationship work. You're trying to hold on to something that may have some bumps, or you may be afraid to have some bumps. I feel like you're trying to get along, but you're keeping it very much, whatever it is, you're keeping it between you, and if it's a group, it's just it's very like it's very kept within close quarters. It's like it's not everybody knows. Only people who need to know. I'm feeling it's a lot like this is a very intimate situation, whatever it is. Expecting more information to come through. I almost feel like something's like let me just turn that off real quick. Sorry about that. Alright, I just realized that was yammering in the background and it was like breaking my thought. Alright, so no, I'm coming back to this card again. Still, it still feels the same. It's a very comforting, very you and the other people. Not everybody knows what's going on. What is going on though? I feel like it's a very I'm getting a very tight-knit feeling. Excuse me. This is like very much... This is a situation that keeps you going. This is a very primal feel to it to me. A very... There's a situation here I'm just trying to get a little deeper into. Like, you're having a good time, they're having a good time, but it might be a little more forced on their side. And there may be some issues going on their side that they're kind of keeping to themselves. Okay. The thing is, on their side, I also see this King of Cups, which I feel like they very much care, but there's something a little askew here. Now, are these like talks about what's going on? I feel like you might be, like, when I'm coming back to this card again, I feel like you're talking, but you're not letting the rest of the world know. You're keeping it between you and this person. Being a general read, if it involves a group, it's a very close-knit group, and it's kept within the group. It doesn't talked about or alluded to with anyone outside of that group, and everybody feels the same. Everybody's honoring that. It's kind of how I'm feeling. This situation, whatever this situation is, it's causing like research. I feel like this is research about what to possibly do or what not to do. I almost feel like when you're looking at this next part, you're worried about something, like if something is going to change or fall apart. I feel like when it gets to this part, you might want to. I feel like you might want to take a break from it, or just like kind of. I almost feel like you want to let other people figure it out. It seems a little rocky in here. This is your side. This is the 3 of Rods. And I feel like you're looking for other answers, and you might be like pulling on other resources to try to fix the situation or find out more. Like, I feel like you're doing some research. I feel like you're trying to... See, this is an interesting thing. I feel like you're trying to find other answers to this situation, and then you go into this mental state where you're trying to give. I feel like this is you giving, but when you're giving and using the information you pulled back, I feel like it's not well received. It's like... I feel like it's not well received. Like, something isn't right here. And I think the reason it is because the King of Cups wants to keep the control on his side. And by letting you help that way, and like I always say, don't get caught up in the gender because it is a general read. By letting you help the way you are, it's kind of like she is giving you some of the control, and they don't want to do that. Is not something they want to do. So I feel like you're offering help. You've found some answers. You've found some ideas. You've done some research, but it's not well received. Either it's like very begrudgingly taken, or it's just like disregarded altogether. Okay, so as we go forward here, I feel like you're very well aware of this. Like, I don't think they're shy about it, and you realize right off the bat that they're not really very receptive to your help. Even if they begrudgingly accept it, it's like it's very obvious that they're not really open to what you're saying, and you're like kind of confused. Like, but this is a good idea. Like, why? Like this, I don't understand why you're not willing to try this. Now, this opens up. See, you're very into this situation. I think that's why we're using the Romance Angel cards, because it's a very heartfelt, important situation to you. It very much has your heartstrings. Now, when that is ill-received, I feel like that creates either a need or a conversation right off the bat. I'm thinking it more creates a need, and then you come back to a conversation. You might do the conversation right off the bat. In fact, the way it's coming through now is an Aquarian would probably say something right off the bat. All right, so if that's true, if that's true, that's just kind of how it's coming through, so I'm not going to judge that. It's not on any information I previously had. I guess that would make sense, though. I mean, very intellectual. I wouldn't say an Aquarian was shy, typically, from what I've experienced. I don't know why I'm smelling baby powder. I don't even have... There's no baby powder in this house. I don't know why I'm smelling baby powder. That's very interesting. Okay, so I feel like you're working this. You're willing to work this out. I feel like you starting that conversation. You're very active in this. Like the King of Cups over here, which is male or female, doesn't want to give you control and kind of is rebuking the help a little bit. And you're very like, wait a minute, hold on. What's the problem? Let's talk this out. Like, hold on. And I feel like you do what you need to do to get the information out. There might be more of a verbal sparring match here I'm getting to. I don't want. It's weird because I don't want to say it's an argument, but I want like a verbal sparring match. Like they're not really receptive, so you like say a couple things to try to get a jolt out of them, and then they maybe push back, and then you're sparring back and forth, trying to get something to happen here. Like, what's the problem? What's the deal? Through that, this is like I feel like that's your version of working it out and figuring out what's going on. I kind of feel like this is what this card is trying to say. It's like you're working it out, and you set it up like through sparring that. Not only do you start working it out, but you set something forward. You're getting things going. You're trying to get this to correct, and I feel like you're setting stable plans. Whatever you're doing here with the sparring match, you're motivating the King of Cups there. Again, male, female, could be either. Doesn't have to be a love relationship, but it's definitely an important relationship to you. So you're inspiring them, and they're kind of going forward. I feel like you're doing whatever you need to do to make them feel like they're in control, or at least more in control, or you help them realize like, yeah, I got some information. Doesn't mean I'm taking control. I mean, you can do what you want with it, but what do we need to do to make this correct? Like, we need to fix this situation. This needs to fix. We need to fix it. And this is what we can do. Whatever the situation in the beginning was, I feel like this is what this whole thing is about. Okay. All right, so in the beginning here, I'm getting like you're keeping, whatever the situation is, you're keeping it between you and the other person. That's just you and them. That's it. Even if it's a group, it's tight-knit within the group. And for some reason, I want to play this out too. If it's a group, it's like you go out, try to find some answers, you bring some back, but it's not well received, and you have to start this conversation. And I'm still getting, especially if it's a group, I feel like that sparring match really gets going in that case. Could be a little heated, but I feel like you view it as a sparring match, like a verbal sparring match. I don't know, I guess that makes sense. You're getting information. You're making information flow. You're trying to get conversation, communication. You're like, come on, let's talk. Whatever I have to do, if I have to pick at you a little bit or poke at you a little bit, if I have to poke the bear, I will, because we're going to talk. We're going to work this out. Okay. I'm also kind of feeling that's with the King of Cups here. Like he might be a little cold at the moment. That might be how this is kind of received. He might be a little bit cold in response. And you're just like, I don't think so. And that's when you start poking the bear, for lack of a better analogy. But it works. Because it starts things off and it moves them in a better direction and it gets things going. Why is there a card doing that? Okay. Anything else here? I think we kind of summed it up. All right, well, I'm going to end this here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.